You know, early, I thought he was a little overamped. You know, he was pretty excited, a lot of energy, wasn't making a ton of pitches. And then he found it. I thought he settled in nicely. You know, he got into a little bit of a weird inning, ground ball base hit, a little unlucky on the near great play by Marwin, a little bit of a pitch around on Devers, gets the punch, and then Jackie Bradley, you know, hits one up off the wall. So the line's going to indicate a little bit tougher on him than he pitched. I thought he found it at the end.
On the left.
AJ, before the game, you talked about Mookie Betts' taking time bomb, and what do you see from him today?
Mookie? Well, he ignited him from the very beginning of the game. I mean, this place, energy in this place when he comes up to bat is really electrifying. So when you try to minimize as much as you can in front of him, we didn't do a great job of that today. But from the first step bat on, he you know, kind of set the tone from the very beginning. So that's why he's, you know, very much an MVP, at least candidate.
On the right.
What happened with Marwin on that play? AJ hit the wall pretty hard, it looked like.
Yeah, he just, you know, he got back to the wall. You know, and he's played a couple balls off this wall, almost like a home player. He's pretty good out there. So he just banged his back, a little upper back, neck. We went out there to make sure there was no, you know, issue with his head, and there wasn't. It just, you know, the wall, he's backpedaling. He's got to make a decision on whether or not to concede the wall and try to play it off the wall or try to make a catch. So it's not too dissimilar to what he's got to do at home at our place, but it was a well-placed hit.
Ken, on the right.
AJ, the insurance run they scored in the 7th with Mookie going around the bases. How unusual is it to see that with Maldonado?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, he went around the bases. They didn't have to put a ball in play, you know, and that's, you know, those are tough in this type of series, these type of games. It's a little uncharacteristic. I mean, obviously, I brought McCullers in to try to keep it a one-run game with the way that this series can go, and it's almost like a tie game, you know, for me. So Lance threw a couple nasty breaking balls. It just looked like, you know, Martini either lost it in the people in center field or just got a little bit, you know, I don't want to say lax back there, but he had a tough time. And Mookie went around the bases, first to walk, and then no ball in play and ends up scoring.
In the front.
AJ, obviously you're managing that game with the bullpen to try and win the game, keep your team in the game, but is there any part of you that's also managing, looking ahead in the series in terms of your bullpen and how you're handling it?
Like which part? Just by using all the guys?
Yes, exactly.
It's just a hard team to match up with. I mean, I said at the beginning of the series, we had guys in the pen to try to give guys different looks, and that's, I'm going to use our guys. I mean, we have the extra pitcher, at least compared to them, and you know, we're just going to keep trying to find the matchup with the lefties with Sip, the righties. I got a lot of different guys. James got his first playoff appearance, which was good in hindsight because I'm glad I got him in the game. But you have to manage to win, and certainly having the day off tomorrow, you can manage a little more aggressively and try to use a lot of guys. And I was trying to go in batter by batter to just try to keep the game close, given the fact that we can score at any time against anybody, and we did. But we just, you know, they stretched the lead.
Evan, on the right.
The Red Sox bullpen, not that they would catch you guys by surprise, but generally speaking, maybe they've been a little underappreciated. What have they shown you that?
Yeah, I mean, the only time you notice a bullpen is when they blow it, right? I mean, we don't talk a lot about bullpens after games unless they're incredibly dominant or give up runs. And even, I'm talking as a home manager. So they're not going to catch us by surprise. They got good arms down there. It's just a matter of them coming in and executing. And we just couldn't find hits until the 9th inning. You know, we found a couple walks. We had pressure on them a lot tonight, and it felt like a game where you were going to have to capitalize on more opportunities because of the nature of the game. So, I think this series, you know, the bullpens are going to be talked about a lot. I think there's going to, you know, in playoff baseball, there's a lot of innings and a lot of outs that you got to get. So buckle up.
Johnny, far left.
Yes, can you talk about the job Rick Porcello did tonight out of the pen?
Yeah, that's not. I mean, we knew that was their strategy. You know, they're going to be very creative with him. I mean, he comes in and a little uptick in velocity. He's got a lot of energy. I know he's, you know, he's got kind of the it factor to come in and try to, soak up the crowd and the atmosphere and the opportunity. So, we almost saw 2 pesky homers in a row. I've only seen 1, and I almost saw 2 in 2 days. Tony Kemp just hooks it foul. Maybe that inning changes if that ball's fair.
In front.
Yeah, AJ, you talked about Garrett being a little amped up. Was there anything else that you saw early on, and was there any thought of taking him out before then? And it really mattered, I guess, that he was able to settle down.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did get a guy up early just because it was going pretty fast for him in the first inning. That and really the first inning, just his own error really created that. If you can just get the outs when you're supposed to get the outs, the inning can change a little bit. Within the first 2 hitters, they ambush him a little bit. We're down 1-0, but he just didn't have feel for his breaking ball early, and then he had a really, really good one. So as he started to pitch, I almost sent him out for another inning at 90 pitches. That's how good he was getting as the game was going. The number looks big on a scoreboard, and it really was a ground ball base hit, the near good play, kind of a designed walk, and then a 2-out base hit by Bradley off a fly ball off the left field wall. So he didn't pitch poorly at all. Just he had a hard time getting into the game execution-wise, and then he was really good.
Evan on the right.
Did they handle that review of Bradley's foul ball as you thought they should?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I went out to ask them what they were doing. They were doing a rules review, which was where initially it looked like he called the ball fair and out, which means he didn't see him get hit. And then after they convened, he determined that it hit him, but it hit him potentially in the box. And where he was in the box, if he had started going out of the box, is a judgment call for the umpire. So I was a little confused as to why they could go to replay. Once I went out there, they told me it was a rule review, and then I knew what they were going to come back with.